Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm that Teddy Pro. My pronouns are he, they. Welcome to episode 1 of my crafty podcast, Get Knotted. We do like a little pun around here. So this is going to be my crafty little podcast where I share with you everything that I have been crafting. I'm probably going to do these every other week. Just because I am very slow at crafting and these are slow crafts. But I thought we would start this video with some of my current whips. I don't have a lot of whips that I'm actively working on. I do have a lot of whips, but just not that I'm actively working on, if that makes sense. Some of them have been abandoned into the whip drawer. So I will start with crochet. So crochet projects that I have on the go, I recently asked my nephews if they would like me to make them something. I gave them the option that they could have anything they desired. One decided a hoodie, the other decided a coffin. So I am currently in the process of making him a coffin. So far I have the first coffin shape made. I then also need to make another coffin that will be the inside, and then 2 more for the lid, and then we'll go around so it will be like a little coffin box that he can put things in. I'm using some of my cotton stash because I have a lot of cotton. So I am using these 2 black cottons. This one is the Friends 8/4 cotton from Hobby. This one feels a bit different. So I think this is the Soster and Gren cotton, which is also in black, but a slightly different shade. I am holding them together to make it a little bit more sturdy. And you can't really tell the difference between the blacks once they're sort of crocheted together. My other nephew has asked for a hooded jumper. So at the moment I'm making him a little granny square jumper because I think this will be perfect for in the summer. They tend to go camping and go out and about. So this will be nice, not too heavy and very durable because it is an acrylic yarn. So I learned how to knit in November. I then cast on this jumper in December and I've been working on it slowly but surely ever since. It has been quite neglected, but I have picked it up again. So this is what it looks like. So it's this beautiful teal yarn. This is the Fluffy Day yarn from Hobby in teal. And it's just a basic top-down raglan, like just literally the easiest top-down raglan I could find. There's like a bit of ribbon and then it goes down into the raglan. So it sits quite nicely. It does fit. I have actually been able to try it on the body anyway, because I finished the body. Yay! Only took me 4 months. It's not necessarily as long as I would have liked it to be, but it is a length that I feel is long enough for me. And then we've just got like the ribbing on the bottom, and I have started my sleeves. So this is my first ever sleeve that I have knitted, and that's where I'm up to on it. It is a slow but steady progress, but we will get there. Last projects that I've got to show you, I am making a shawl from my own brain, kind of. I haven't really followed a pattern on this. I just know that I wanted to make a triangular shawl that wasn't a Sophie, because I've made a couple of Sophies in the past, but wanted to try something a little bit different. So this is where I'm up to with it. I started off with, I think, about six stitches at the bottom, did a couple of rows of just knit, and then have gone to is it stockinette? Is that what we call this? Gone into stockinette with just 2 knits at either side. You may notice that there is a little bit of bumpiness here, and any of you with a keen eye may spot just here there's actually a little dinosaur. I know. I was having a play around and I thoroughly love this. I'm possibly going to try and put some more different embossed bits on there and have this as like my little embossed scarf, which will be cool. I'm using the a Surrey alpaca yarn that I got from Yarn Unique, held with this sort of day glow green yarn that I got from my friend David. So I'm not too sure on what that is, because it was a gift, but it is really nice, really soft, and is working up very nicely. So those are my current whips. I don't have any finished projects at the moment, so we will move on to acquisitions, because you will all soon be very aware that part of my hobbies include buying yarn and yarn related things. So I have done just that. I have been and bought yarn. First thing I got, so some of you may or may not know that Big Twist, the yarn that was predominantly sold in Joann's in America, has recently been seen in Home Bargains. I visited 2 Home Bargains and could not find any of the Big Twist yarn. My Home Bargains seem to have very limited options for yarn. They basically just had their white DK or the big blue variegated yarns that they do. So I went online, and you can purchase online from Home Bargains, which I'm a little bit frustrated that I did not know previously. Otherwise I would have bought more of this yarn, because the only one that they had in stock was the black. This is the Big Twist Value Pound Plus. So 500 gram skein of black yarn in, would I probably say, worsted weight. It says to use a 5mm hook or needle. So yeah, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with it, but you can never have too much black in your stash. As I was unable to find Big Twist, I felt very sad, and then remembered that I had a Wool Warehouse voucher that I had been gifted for my birthday. So I went onto Wool Warehouse and bought a bag of yarn. So when I was looking for yarn, I did have a couple of projects in mind. So these do have various projects that I am planning for them. But one thing that I did get that is not yarn related is I got some Addy sock needles. So these are the 2.5mm sock 9-inch circulars. So I got those to give a try. I do have a sock that I am currently knitting. You will notice it is not part of the whips because I have lost it yet again. I'm pretty certain there is a sock gremlin in my house that likes to steal socks, up to and including unfinished socks. The majority of the yarn that I purchased from Wool Warehouse is from Yarn Smiths. I have not used Yarn Smiths before, but they were mostly on sale, so were very reasonably priced, and I have heard lots of good things about them. One of the projects that I'm wanting to make is some more bags. I made my sister a bag, I've made myself a bag, but I really enjoy that style, making that style of bag. So it's basically four or six granny squares, depending on what size you want it, sewn together, so it makes a bum bag style bag. So I got some yarn to do that. I'll just go through the bag as it is. So the first thing I've got on here is the Signet Boho Spirit. This is in the colourway Deep. It is this beautiful blue and green. It's sort of very shiny. It is 100% acrylic, and this is 100 grams. This is one of the yarns that I'm going to use to make one of the bags, because I know one of the people that I said I would make them for likes green and blues, and I thought this would be a very nice yarn for that. Sticking with yarns to make bags, I did also get this one, which is Yarn Smith Lagoon DK, again in a really beautiful blue and green colourway. I think this may be Cool Water Lagoon, but it doesn't say. So I will try and put the colour here for this particular one. The other one that I got is also DK Lagoon from Yarn Smiths. Again, I can't remember the name that it had online for this. They've just got the number for them, but this one is sort of more green tones, so I thought that was quite nice. It does still have a bit of blue, but it's more this sort of like tealy colour, so I have that. Sticking with the theme, I also have this one, which is more sort of two-tonal variegation. This is the Yarn Smiths Free Spirit Aran weight yarn, which looks like that, which has like greens, blues, yellows, bit of orange in there, sort of like warm sort of earthy tones. And then I have the Aran yarn that I got. So my plan for this is I found some tapestry dinosaurs that I want to make either as a jumper or as a blanket or something such as that. So I'm going to do brown as the background and then the dinosaur in different colours. So we've got this one, which is bright red, and these are all the Yarn Smith Create Aran yarns. Apple green, purple orchid, carrot, dark turquoise, and teal. So yes, can't wait to get started with that. So that is all I think I've got for you today. I know it is kind of a a short one, but a short introduction to my Get Knotted podcast. If you've made it this far and you have enjoyed, then please do give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to see more from me. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.